Hello, my name is Angelique, and this is a Yoga Asana tutorial on Marichyasana A. We're going to come to a seated position with the left leg, let's start here in our neutral moment. Both legs extend out in front of you. Let's find Dandasana. Dandasana is the first seated posture of the Ashtanga Yoga sequence, primary series. And its intention is to sort of set up the pattern for how you connect to the floor, your foundation, in all of the seated postures that follow. So with the legs active, the toes flex back, all 10 toes flex back. Don't leave the pinky toes out there. Draw them back. Scoop into the low belly, lengthen the spine, and let the shoulders be relatively passive. To move into marichyasana A, we're going to begin by drawing the right leg up, bending the knee along this parallel line. Draw the heel back towards the sit bone. You're going to let the heel connection replace the foundational connection of the sit bone. So the sit bone does float. As the sit bone floats, the pelvis is tipped to a bit of an angle. Let that happen for now. Check in with your foot and thigh. You want about a hand to a hand and a half space between the big toe and the edge of the inner leg on the left side. This allows space for the torso to move in along the inside of the leg. Keep your foot grounded, but don't resist the floor. You want to allow the knee to come forward over the ankle. Letting the Achilles stretch, keep the heel grounded, keep the foot parallel. With that sit bone lifted, you may need to use your hand to stability over here on the left side. Fold forward along the inside of that bent leg. Really direct that rib cage down and in, creating a bit of a twist in the torso. Remember that our pelvis has been tilted to a diagonal. So in order to square the rib cage over the plane of the floor, we do have to slightly twist to the left, bringing that right rib cage down and in as we fold. Access your deepest fold here through the hips, lengthening the body out over the extended leg, allowing the rib cage and shoulder to move down and forward along the inner thigh of that bent knee. When you've accessed your deepest fold, take this arm and rotate it inward, rolling the humerus bone forward, rolling that thumb down. When you've accessed the rotation, bend the elbow, sending the hand around behind you. Claim some stability in your foundation, but avoid scooting that heel in or moving that foot on the right leg to find balance. Try to keep the parallel, try to keep the grounded connection. Using bandhas and the support of the hip joints, find your stability to send that back arm up, internal rotation, around behind for the bind. Connect with fingers or a wrist. If you can't find fingers, throw yourself a towel. Use a towel or a strap to give sort of length to the grip until you can tighten it up. Open the shoulders, hugging the shoulder blades towards each other and down the back, broadening the collarbone, deepen the fold over the leg. 2, sending the gaze out along the shins, maybe eventually getting a glimpse of the toes. 3, gentle, soft fist in the hand behind you. 4, 5, good. Inhaling up, release the bind. Reclaim your foundation and straighten the leg. Marichyasana A. I'm going to show you the other view by doing the left side. Establish your foundation. Left knee bends back, drawing the heel back by the sit bone. Give about a hand to a hand and a half space between the foot and the thigh. Let the sit bone lift, tilting the pelvis a bit to a diagonal. Let the knee move forward over the ankle. Fold into your deepest fold, sending the left side of the body down and in. A gentle twist to the right to counter that diagonal setup through the pelvis. As you find your deepest fold, internal rotation at the shoulder, wrapping the arm around the leg. Establish balance in bandhas, hips, using your leg against the floor to free up the second arm. Again, internal rotation to send it behind you. Find your bind with a strap, a towel, fingers, eventually a wrist. Deepen the fold as you exhale. Heart space moving forward, gaze moving forward, maybe eventually seeing the toes. 3, 4, collarbone open, shoulders back. 5, inhale. Exhale, reestablish your foundation. And release, coming back to neutral. Marichyasana A, step by step. Acknowledge the moment where you found yourself stuck and unable to continue, and use that. That's where the work is. There's no hurry. Yeah, each moment takes its time. Each moment needs the attention that it deserves. Thank you so much for joining me for this tutorial on Marichyasana A. Check back for more.